So to continue with the volume profile, let's touch base on a couple of things on this video. I'll try and make it brief and effective. Some details about volume profile changing and coloring. We realize that if we press Control plus and on the screen, you have to click on the screen. Control plus, see, it gets bigger. Control minus, it gets smaller. And if you just press minus by itself, see, it gets sharper. And if you do plus by itself, it gets smoother. Of course, I like it, a little bit sharper for myself, so I could see more edges and more details. Minus, minus, minus. And if I want to make it smaller, so edges for myself. And we realize there are different colors here. The way the volume profile constructed. Let's see. You simply go to studies. With Sierra chart, they called studies. They're not called indicators. Studies. You go to volume profile, TTI volume profile, and you'll see the colors. You can change the colors. Of course, this is the standard. I like it. This is how I've been using it for a long time. We call this a heat map view. Also notice that this part here, sometimes it will be useful if you're aware of it. So if you have some studies that are hidden below volume profile, if you make this, if you click here and choose it, you will see volume profile they go below or above according to what you choose here, basically. So let's uncheck this part and see what happens. Okay, look at the indicators here. You see all the indicators are now below the volume profile. So it's wise to check that thing, which is, again, let me look in. It's right here. It's wise to check it and make sure that all the indicators are overlapping the volume profile for visibility. You have a lot of things that are now below the volume profile that you really don't see. And the only way to see them is by doing Control minus. You see? Now you see them clearly. Okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is general usage of a volume profile. Oh, let me go back to the studies and see if there's anything I missed. Let's go to volume profile, subgraph, anything here? Nothing really. Alerts. We have our own alert system, so we don't need that. So that's it, basically. That's all I need to show you. The next thing is how I would look at volume profile and how I use it in a general term. So from video number 1 and this one, we realize there will be continuation zones and rejection zones. But let's assume that you don't use volume profile. You don't know how to use it. You don't have it to use it, and you're not introduced to it. Generally, you will look at a trend. You will say, okay, I wanna. The market is going up. I wanna trade long. So you probably would wait for a retracement, and you have a couple of levels that maybe your system will give you. A level will be here, another level will be here, and one level will be here, and you would wait for the market to retrace back to them, maybe to grab. That's a typical thing, and there's different ways of trading, but that's a typical way for me to be clear about this video. So the market comes here, maybe you take the trade, and again, it's not you. We're talking about general traders mentality. Comes here, you take the long, and the market stops you. You would say maybe this one is better. Could be a 50% Fibonacci retracement. We don't know. But the market comes back to this level, and then you take another trade. The market stops you out, and then it starts moving up. You would think, now you had two stop outs so far. The market moves up. I go, okay, the market maybe will go up, but maybe it's, try to test this level. So you take the long for the market to come back down, and finally the market comes to this level, and now you have 3 losses in a row You don't want to try it again, and sure enough, the market goes up from here. Now, if you had volume profile, this would have been a different story. Because if you had volume profile, this volume profile would have told you maybe there was a level of continuation here. Okay, this could be not looking nice because this I'm making it looking very easy, very nice, but it could be a bunch of volume profile levels that combined in one. Regardless, and there would be another level below it, here a continuation zone, but in between there would be a gap or something that we call it rejection. So this is a rejection area, this is a continuation zone, this is a continuation zone. So if the market comes back down as a retracement, it's aiming to go to this level, but as a retracement, why would I trade it here? It's inside a continuation zone. I don't have a level to put my stop loss in. And again, volume profile helps me a lot in choosing the stop loss as well. And this is something that I will be making, you will probably see a lot of videos about this as well, about how to choose stop losses. Maybe in my live sessions as well, you will see them in my webinars, etc. So I would leave this alone. Now I saved myself a stop out. Same thing with this one. Now finally, when the market comes here to this area, this is where I would think about the long, right? And also my stop loss is known. It has to be somewhere in here, because if we poke here, it's going to go even lower, right? So that's the logic behind using volume profile. And also volume profile levels will give me these levels, top, bottom, top, bottom. This will give me also targets, right? So that's, in a nutshell, that's how I would look at volume profile, and that's how I use it overall. But of course, these are anticipated levels to trade. Confirmations and executions are two major things to incorporate within your trading.